What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Self-Love Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, Niche, the CEO and founder of Miss Wellness LLC, where I help high-achieving women who are experiencing burnout and nervous system deregulation, and I help them through mindfulness, movement, somatic practices, and food lifestyle changes. We are on season 2 of this podcast, and I've talked a lot about burnout in season 1. If you haven't checked it out, please go and do so. But season 2 is more about the evolving of me and my brand. If you've noticed, we now have Phoenix up top. I have been doing a rebrand of the Body Rebirth Phoenix Rising, where I am helping high achieving women who are lawyers, corporate women, healers, moms who are experiencing a burnout but really want to lose the physical weight but through emotional work. This is something that's been a calling to me because of me having issues with my nervous system. And I'm a former personal trainer, former wellness coach, and I have just realized that the wellness industry, we only focus on weight. How much weight can I help someone lose? And society trains us too as women, like, how skinny can I be? It's like, who made these dumb ass rules? And I'm really tired of it. And I want to be able to help women reclaim their health and fall back in love with themselves, but through doing the emotional work. I say time and time again, the body keeps score, and we want to work on releasing the trauma. So that's what season 2 is going to be about. I know that I want to bring in some women who have seen my story, and they're going to be doing some co-hosting with me on this podcast this season, in addition to me sharing with you what I have been going through. 2024 took me apart. It really did. And 2025, I feel, is the rebuilding. I've been calling it my rebirth year, and it still had some ups and downs, but I also see the light. And that's something that I didn't see last year. I literally wrote down that I lost the light in my eyes. I didn't see that fire anymore. And I'm a very ambitious woman, hence why I'm working with high achieving women, because I am the high achieving woman myself. But I've learned that rest is resistance. Slowing down is the real currency. And that's what I'm here to help women do. Today, I want to actually read some things that I wrote down in my journal because I've realized that being vulnerable is really the other version of currency. It's how we make real connections. It's how I connect best with my clientele because I am a product of what I am helping women do. I've been through the fire and now I'm in my rebirth season. And I'm so grateful for it because being down and out, it was needed. Going through burnout, going through stress, going through questioning who I am as a person, it's all worth it because I'm now here. I'm here again. I'm back on my podcast. I'm talking and I feel good to share. Before I felt like I had to keep everything to myself. So we have a new moon today. And so whenever you do listen to this episode, it'll still be valuable and you'll still be able to use these questions. So I was watching Queen Po on her live. Shout out to Queen Po. Love her in the wellness spiritual world. And she was dropping these journal prompt questions that I believe that she saw in Oprah's book. And I don't recall the actual name of the book. So I was doing these questions. I love journaling. It's something that I put into my practice in my business with women. It's the one of the best tools for self-discovery, truly. Because when you're writing, you're releasing. So I'm going to read to you my answers for the journal prompts that were given so you can get a little bit more of my journey, but these are my real raw thoughts. Okay? And so if I stumble, it's because I wrote this. Well, I free write all the time. So it might be a little crazy out here, but I want to just be fully authentic and transparent with you all. And sometimes it's different just reading it versus just coming off the dome. And we can have notes on here for the podcast, but I just feel like this is really that connection time that I wanted to give to you guys today. So hopefully it sparks something in you, and feel free as well to do these questions yourself. And I could drop those in the show notes for you. All right, so the first question. What brings me joy, peace, and genuine happiness? One of the first things I wrote was a slow rising. Slow rising brings me peace. To be able to wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., because those are my normal times, but not be in a rush, lay in my bed, give God the glory for a new day, thank my ancestors for protecting me throughout my sleep, and just calling my energy back to myself. And the quietness is everything. It really feels good to me, and it's something that I didn't know would bring me so much peace. But every time I have a rushed rising, and rising is what I consider as the morning time, I feel off. If I don't have my time to meditate, I feel off. And meditation is something else that brings me peace. I also wrote that nature brings me peace. It's so healing. I love being out in the forest by a waterfall. It just really, it's healing. I feel like that's also when I'm the closest to God. Nourishing meal, my health being optimal, that is peace. Financial security is also a form of peace. Joy, the things I find joy in are traveling. I love to visit different places, whether in my state and I'm going to a different city, whether I'm out of the country or I'm visiting a different state. You could take me a place that's 10 minutes away that I've never been to, and I'm just the happiest person ever. So, creativity, making tinctures. If you know by now, I am a herbalist. I do a lot with herbs. And so tinctures are one of the best things that I love doing, which leads me to using my hands. My hands are one of my spiritual gifts that I consider. That I can make so many things with them, and that is something that brings me joy and brings me true, genuine happiness. I could do it for hours and live life and be great. I love to be able to make a bomb-ass meal. Again, these hands are currency, baby. Having an amazing conversation with someone, that brings me joy as well. When I'm really connecting with an individual and we're both in the conversation and we're getting hyped because of the alignments that we have and the things in common, that's like a chef's kiss. Unconditional love, that is genuine happiness. For people to really see you and love you no matter what, I'm learning something I really extremely value, and to give to someone and to receive it as well. Inspiring others by just being me, that is genuine happiness. That is joy. To be so authentic. Dancing. We love a good turn up. From the 9 to 9 to 2000, we gonna get it lit always. Always put on favorite music, whether I'm feeling sad or happy. And that brings me joy, brings me happiness. And audiobooks. Something that in the recent, I'd say a year or two, I really enjoy. It brings me joy. It also brings me peace. It's very relaxing to me, whether I'm listening to a self-help book or I'm listening to something fictional, which is something that I started implementing now, to just be able to let my imagination go. The next question. What's my spiritual identity? How would I describe my spiritual journey? This one was an interesting question to answer, but again, I'm free writing, so this is what came to me. I'm a lover girl at heart. I try to be tough, and I am tough, but that's because of my environments that I've grown up in. That's because of what I've been taught. But true niche, we love a girl. I love nature. I love God. I love the universe. I love the Buddhist practices. I don't subscribe to a religion. I subscribe to what moves and inspires me, like being a good human being. I take pieces of each practice that calls to me. I do like Buddhism a lot for simply just facing about being present with yourself. Loving yourself and others without shame and guilt that Christianity can bring. And if you are a believer in that, this is no dodge to you. Both of my parents, my mom is Catholic, my dad is Christian. I grew up Catholic. I just feel that the shame that can come where if you don't do something, that God is going to come and strike you down. I don't subscribe to that because that's not the God that I believe in. Buddhism is about your vessel, which God created. It's all about how you feel within. How I would describe my spiritual journey? Rough. Healing. Inspiring and challenging. It's shown me my shadows, connected me to my ancestors, stripped me of financial security that I tied to my worth. The stripping made me feel naked and made me have to rebuild the house of me brick by brick, examining the foundation of what no longer serves me. Made me question, what is my house going to look like for the next couple of decades? It hasn't been easy, but I now flow with the storm and chaos inside of me. Instead of pushing through, kicking and screaming, wondering why me, I sit quietly as I feel the anger, as I feel my grief. I surrender to what arises inside of me instead of shaming myself. I can now name my pains. I have that awareness now, and for that I'm grateful within my journey. The next question is the relationship with trusting myself. How has it impacted my worth and courage? It's impacted it a lot. I thought I trusted myself when it came to my business. I saw how I questioned myself so much. Entrepreneurship will test the shit out of you. While I made mistakes, I bashed myself often. When money is coming in or it's not coming in, and you're trying this and you're trying that and it doesn't work, it can really affect you. Start questioning God, start questioning my ancestors, question myself. I question, can I really do this? Can I really run a business? With loving myself, it was hard through that. I now believe in divine timing. Every decision I made is one that I'm supposed to for the lesson that I need to learn. I am more confident now in making a choice, because every choice is a decision. And you have to be confident to be able to do that. Rather than freezing and not doing anything, I trust my intuition more. My body connection. Body exercises have helped me to be able to do this more. What I've done to grow trust in myself, which is the next question, what I just referred to as body connection exercises, like massaging my heart, getting in tune right in here with my heart chakra, yoga, using crystals, meditating, emotional freedom techniques, affirming myself, sitting in silence, sitting at my altar with my ancestors, writing forgiveness letters to myself, the energy of my business, family members, crying, releasing through crying, affirming to myself, what's meant for me won't pass me. I have all that I need. Everything is always working out for me. Listening to inspirational videos and listening to audiobooks or reading books that are on self-help, astrology, human design are all the tools to help me understand myself. And this allowed me to trust myself more. A lot of people talk about, you just got to trust yourself. You just got to believe. But when you haven't really been taught that, or people tell you to believe in yourself but don't show you what that looks like, it can be hard. And so I had a tough time managing this. The next question is, who have been good leaders in my life and what have they inspired me to do? I started off with Miss Johnson. I believe she was my 11th grade or 12th grade teacher in global studies and psychology. Shout out to her. Love her. She inspired me to be kind, loving, and realize how much I love psychology, helping others, and being myself was enough. Eckhart Tolle, being less full of my ego, having the awareness of self is the key to life. Don Miguel Ruiz, The 5 Agreements, inspired me to be a better person. Dr. Sebi taught me that we can heal ourselves. Sickness doesn't belong to us. We have the power to heal, which encouraged me to help me get my mom off of her diabetic medications. It made me stop going to doctors and focus on herbalism. Thich Nhat Hanh showed me simple tools to heal my inner child wounds. Maya Angelou's poems, the way she speaks, inspires me to speak with such love, compassion, yet be bold and have confidence. Do no harm, but take no shit. Queen Afua, reclaiming the power of our mind, body, and soul. Everything that is disease is mucus forming. Fibroids can be healed. Your vision can be birthed. Your wellness business can incorporate spirituality too. Minister Dawson, the magic is within you. Spell work is about your own ashe, is what he has inspired me to do. If you don't have certain ingredients, use your own wisdom, whatever calls out to you, and add that. And he also taught me, don't be so hard on myself. I have accomplished a lot, and I have taken the risk, and I'm still here. What's my life work for me? This was a really interesting question. And what came to me was, or is, my everlasting commitment to myself. I vow to always pour into me, fill my cup, and share these experiences with people. My life is what I teach. From my experiences, they shape me, and I alchemize them to help others once I understand how it's helped me. My life's work is also to have a healed nervous system. Do more with less. Take things slower and know that things will still flow. Be in a state of receiving. Ashe. So if you all would want to just tap in and do those questions yourself, I found this to be really healing and inspiring too. And doing it on new moon, those are new blessings. Those are things that you're calling in more as well. And so it was really a gift to do this to myself, just to have free range of just writing whatever came to me. And it's nice to be in those spaces with yourself. And that is an act of true self-love. So I'm going to leave us here today with this episode of do what makes you happy. Love on yourself. Don't listen to anybody else because you know what's best for you. Until the next episode, please subscribe, like, comment. I want to hear from you all. Let me know what you think about the Body Rebirth Phoenix Rising as a new rebrand. And if you're looking for this type of support, this type of love, I will be rolling out an 8-week program for high achieving women. Until then, peace out, y'all. Love.